Okay, so I'm wondering if this is working because the last thing wasn't working. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, and apparently everything's changed. So I don't know. Let me know. I'm probably on a whole different stream now, and everybody's gonna have to find stuff, and it's a big mess. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know. There you are. There's Jangalang, Jangalang. So I'm assuming that that means that this is on a different thingamabob. My bad to anybody that was waiting on the other thing because I couldn't figure it out. So the sound's good, yeah, fantastic. I'm using the fancy microphone that Mr. Tenacious TX Vapes got for me. So hopefully that'll be rad. And what I'll do is I'll wait for a few minutes for people to. Okay, good. I'll wait for a few minutes for people to get from the other thing over to here because it looked like there was a decent amount of folks over there. And sorry, I couldn't figure out how to do my whole Streamlabs thing because it's been a while. I'll get better, trust me. But it's all different now. I don't understand why. Not much I can do about that. I'm an ugly motherfucker. Let's see if I can do some stuff with this, though. Whoa. Yeah, that'll work. T Gets. What's up, brother? Birdman Jangles T Gets. That's what's up. Shane Beekman, my dog. Yeah, I don't know, man. They changed the whole YouTube thing around. It's been a while since I've done anything like this, so apparently it was a little janky, and I fucked it up. But whatever, that's to be expected. It's Potato Fest. Do me a favor, give me a bunch of potatoes in the chat because that's what I deserve. Background looks lovely. Well, that's good. You know, this is my new space. This is where I'm getting my shit together, and it's not too bad. I got some good family shots. Got a little picture of Rock Lee that I drew for my daughter and the Queens of the Stone Age. What more could you want? Potato Fest. Thank you very much. I love it. Okay. So, fact is, this is I'm going to do my best to pay attention to you guys in the chat, and we'll have a little bit of a talk later. But what I'm going to do is I want to, Glenn Hefner, what's up, brother? What I want to do is to get straight into the continuance of the last video, and I thought it would be, I don't know, maybe not best, but it's what I wanted to do was to do it live and to just kind of get back into the swing of things, which is, you know, it's live, you know, that's what I do, I guess. And I don't know, I'm pretty nervous. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. All right. Okay, so we ended off the last video, which was shot a while ago. Thank you, Raven Shadow. I love you too. The last video was shot a couple months ago. I went to a job fair because that's been my here. Let me get more comfortable. That's been my kind of goal for the last few months is trying to get back into like a regular schedule and be in a good job and be able to have, you know, medical insurance and maybe somehow get my house back, that kind of stuff. But that kind of stuff just wasn't happening. The job fair didn't do much for me, as I kind of stated at the end of it. of the video, it kind of went nowhere. But that didn't mean that I had stopped trying to do that kind of stuff. But what it did mean was that some of the issues that I've had throughout the past kind of reared their head again, and I got real anxious and worried about the future. Um, True Vapor, what's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? See you on Saturday, right? So anyway, as I mentioned in the video, I'd lost my house. Me and my wife are on the outs. I'm doing the best I can to see my kids as much as possible, which has worked out pretty well because the school that they're going to is here next to where I am. So I get them during the week mostly, but over the last, the last 2 weeks have been pretty good. But over the last month before that was where it got bad, and so that's where we're going to talk about. That's where we're going to pick up from the last video. It was not a good time for me. I allowed myself to get back into kind of the old ways of having too much to drink. I started back doing some of the drugs that I was doing, which was a problem for a very long time. And it was a situation that caused me to relive some of those past traumas and led me to have a lot of the anxiety issues that have plagued me for a long time, which led to panic attacks. So if anybody hasn't had a panic attack, um, honestly, I can't speak to what it's like for anyone else. But for me, what happens is it builds, it builds, it builds, and then there's the apex of it, and it's something that I wouldn't wish on anybody. It's like having a heart attack and wanting to put your head in an oven at the same time, and it was very rough. They do fucking suck. I absolutely agree. And for someone like me, and so you know what, I don't want to just be negative throughout this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle in some of the positive. For someone like me, obviously people look at me and they may think, I don't know what they think about me, but they may think, oh, this is a tough guy. This is, you know, tattoos and all that. Blah, 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 blah. But the fact is, you can't control anxiety. You can't control, no matter how tough you are, you can't stop a panic attack from happening. And when it does happen, you want to fucking die. So that brings us to, I don't know, about a month after the last video, I got some mail that was kind of like the nail in the coffin for the house that I had bought. It's, you know, it's foreclosed. You know, we had to get out of there. That's why I'm here. I'd got a few more things. I mean, basically, you know, financial stuff that was kind of rough, and that put me over the edge. And that's what got me back into being kind of like, I can't deal with this. I'm gonna do some drugs. I'm gonna do some fucking boozing. I'm not gonna worry about anything anymore. And that used to kind of work. Unfortunately, now it doesn't. What it did was spiral me into a serious psychotic kind of break. I had to spend some time in a facility. It was not fun. Um, the catalyst for me having to go there was uh, I had taken a gun that I have and I tried to use it in a way that isn't the way you should use it. It is what it is, and you know this is a place that from here on out is going to be a place where people can talk about this kind of stuff. Um, my parents, which is where I'm at now, they took the gun away. I was put into the hospital, and in the process of being in the hospital for obviously mental health situation that I needed some sort of help there. Um, they found quite a few issues with me internally as far as physically. So I spent the next month in and out, mostly in at the hospital, uh, having surgeries. I had a few down the throat kind of endoscopic, I think is what they call it, surgeries, and then they also took out my gallbladder. They there's some issues with my liver from all the years of drug abuse, I'm sure, and alcoholism. Um, it was a it was a shitty month, and I, as I mentioned in the video, and as I tell everybody that knows me, I'm not a fan of hospitals, and I spent a lot of time in one. And another layer to my issues there was that I don't have medical insurance, so I had to go to a county hospital. It was it reminded me a lot of going to the VA, which I've had a lot of issues dealing with the VA, so it was rough. I don't want to say that it was, you know, honestly, it other than the fact that I wasn't in the right frame of mind, they did give me great care and they were really nice people. But you know, being in the hospital isn't my jam, and I was there for a long fucking time. Uh, and I was very worried about the fact that I didn't have any medical coverage, and it was just another thing to pile on top of the laundry list of things that I have to worry about. You know, uh, fuck. So after my third surgery, yeah, third, I think, I was released, and that was about, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. So I've been dealing with, you know, trying to get back into life and figuring out, you know, what exactly I'm going to do with everything. And I've found a lot of relief in it's not so much like the self-help owned by kind of bullshit, you know. It's I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I respect a lot of people that do that kind of thing. And I've spent a lot of I mean, I used to listen to Jordan Peterson a lot, even before all this stuff happened. But since it's happened, I've listened with a much more keen ear to what's being said, and I've found a lot of value in that kind of stuff. I'm obviously another thing that has happened is they've got me on some medication. It took a few different tries to get me to where I am now, which obviously I guess you guys have seen. I've been on, man. You know, like I'm back into it because I'm excited, and I'm happy to think that maybe my struggles might be somebody else's therapy. You know what I mean? I know it's difficult, especially for I mean someone like me. It's not easy to first of all talk about this stuff. Second of all, to put myself out there and be 100% honest about what I've been dealing with. But the fact is, I feel like if there's a chance that someone will listen to me and maybe understand that it's not something to be ashamed of, it's something that can be helped, then that's what I'm here for, and that's what this is going to be about. I've talked to a few people, and this is going to be something that's going to continue. We're going to continue with talking about, the hard parts of life. We're going to continue talking about things that work for me, things that work for you, things that work for anybody, and there's going to be no boundaries when it comes to what I'm doing now, you know. And obviously, you guys see, yeah, I'm still vaping. I love it, but I can't deal with all that stuff right now. It's too. I've spent so many years putting so much into vaping, and it's just a shit show, and I don't need to deal with that right now. I have much more important things to deal with, which is myself, and hopefully helping other people get past where I was, where I am, whatever. It's a goddamn fact, true vapor. Men get taught to be a rock and bottle things up and don't talk about things, but you know what? Men have feelings too. Goddamn right we do. And although I may not look like it, which, whatever, that's kind of silly to say, but the fact is I'm extremely sensitive. My feelings are on my sleeve, and you know, thank you. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. And the fact is I 100% agree with you. And there's no false bravado. There's no like, hey, I've done my fucking share. But the fact is I've done my fucking share, and I did it way before everybody else was fucking worried about it. So, now it's a thing. Hey, great. I'm super stoked that people that fucking have some sort of reach are actually using their reach, but it's a little bit fucking late. You should have been doing that shit 3 years ago when I was fucking doing it. But it is what it is. Jangalang, jangalang. Yeah, I know. I know you're a sensitive motherfucker. That's easy to tell. You're a little sweetie pie. Okay, so where was I? Somebody tell me where I was, because I don't remember. Coming home? Oh, medication. Okay. So, there's also a stigma around medication. All right? And I'm probably one of the worst offenders when it comes to the stigma around medication, because I have here. You know what? I'm gonna need here. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna need you two to moderate, because can't do it. Can't do it. So do your job, goddammit. Do your job, and then I'll continue. I'll just stop this whole fucking thing right now. One of you fuckers, Jangles or Raven, better fucking show that goddamn comment, because you're a fucking moderator now. There you go. Do it, you fuck. Meds can be a pain if they don't monitor you closely enough to make adjustments. Fuck yeah, Gene. I'm the vodka champ. So, god damn it, neither one of you fucks can even do your fucking job. Here we go. Show, comment. I hate you fucks. I hate you fucks. God damn it. I hope you don't have earphones on, because that was loud. God damn it. So yeah, when I was first released from the hospital, they gave me like a cocktail of antidepressants and mood stabilizers and all kinds of shit. And within a week, I knew that wasn't for me. I'm not the kind of person that likes being. Fuck you. I'm not the kind of person that likes to be in a daze. Anybody that knows me, anybody on this channel, anybody that has watched any of the stuff that I've done before, knows that I take great pride in being able to articulate myself in a way that people can grasp onto. So that's not something that was going to be available to me on the medications that I was on. So what I got him down to do is kick me to the opening of the opening level of Zoloft, which worked out very well. Okay, so I I mean just the minimum that they can give you is what they gave me, and it worked out very well. I haven't had a panic attack since I've been out of the hospital. I haven't had any kind of suicidal thoughts at all. I have had a few issues though, so I want to talk about that a little bit because thank you, Raven. Tell that fuckhead to shut up. Um, the main issue that I've had with the Zoloft was coming off it. So what happened was they gave me a 30-day bottle of the minimum amount that you can take. It was great. I ran out right before there was a holiday somewhere in there, and I ran out right before the holiday. Um, I couldn't get any more for 4 days, so I was off for 4 days. And I'll tell you all right now, coming off of that made me a complete and utter fucking piece of shit lunatic. But getting back on put me back to where I needed to be. I'm going to be super honest right now. I probably shouldn't be. I don't, that's what this is for. Whatever. This is therapy for me as much as it is for you guys because I can't afford a therapist. So you guys are going to be my therapy. Um, I was off of Zoloft for 2 days, the minimum dosage I was off of, and literally all I could do was sleep, eat, and yell at my children. And it put me in the mind frame of thinking, wow, these meds are a problem. I can't deal with this. This is fucked up. Nope, not going to do it. But then I realized it was the meds getting out of my system and putting me back into my own mind frame, but amplified, right? The only joy that I found in those 4 days was being a fucking tyrant and unbelievably rude to the people that I love. So you can understand where it might be an issue, right? So after that week or so, I mean, less than a week, like a business week, I went back to the doctor and he said, "Oh, wow, I'm so, he was very sorry. They should have accounted for the fact that that was going to happen. Um, they didn't. And, it is what it is. And what they did was they bumped me up. And me being bumped up on the meds that I was on has led to this. Now, love it or hate it, I I feel like I am at my best when I'm creating some sort of content or fuck it, when I'm on Instagram showing my life or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a weird situation. It almost seems like it's a I don't know. It's I'm not the kind of person that wants people to look at me. But when it comes to stuff like this, I feel like I have something that I can bring to the table. Then yes, I want people to look. I want people to listen. I want people to get something from it. I want people to see that someone like me, who a lot of people have a lot of respect for, warranted or not, which is fine. That's your opinion. can go through struggles. You know what I mean? So that's the goal of this. Obviously, I continue to vape, but it's not going to be a focus of this channel. So if that's something that people are really looking forward to, I sorry, that's not something that I'm super interested in doing. Let me take a look at the chat, and I'll run through some stuff. It's Fuckerhead, thank you. That's Jangles. I gave him a wrench, apparently. Doctors are the worst when you run out of meds. Yeah, and you know, I can't blame the doctors, man. I can't, because the fact is, I can look in the fucking bottle and I can see how many pills are left. I can count. I can see a calendar. You know, that's something that I should have maybe thought of, because hey, man, they've got 100 fucking patients. I'm just one of them. You know, meds make zombie parents not. Yeah, you know, we'll see. That's the thing, man. Um, the Zoloft has been great for me. It really has. It's given me a whole new outlook on life, and I haven't had one of those. You know, if anybody likes the show Dexter, think about that dark passenger. I am sitting in a fucking 15 passenger van full of dark passengers, right? But it's helping me not listen. So, you know, I've always been a very huge anti medication kind of person, because I have a lot of issues in my family with medication, as far as, like it's been brought up in the chat right now, opiates. I'm not an opiate guy, as I've made pretty clear. I'm an upper guy, and that's been an issue for me for a long time, and it will always be an issue for me. But I've got family members that the opiates have taken away from me. I've got really good friends that the opiates have taken away from me, and it's not like these fuckers are slamming dope on the streets, man. They're 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 at the new dope dealers. They're at the doctor's office getting fucking fentanyl fucking bullshit, you know. In my opinion, those withdrawals are worse than opiates. That, you know, and I can attest to that, man. It was rough, dude. Like I wasn't prepared for it, because like I said, I was at the county hospital. I didn't have a lot of aftercare. There was you know, here, take these pills, it'll make you feel better. Okay, pills ran out. I felt like I wanted to murder people. I felt like I was going to go insane and hurt somebody, you know, and that's not okay. My current this is Freebird Laura. My current med combo, I'm feeling flatlined. I'd like to have a bit more emotion, yet still keeping that feeling like a waking raw nerve in check. No, I feel you. You know, that was the original cocktail they gave me, where I was cool, man. Like, hey, I ain't gonna kill nobody, but I'm also not a human. You know, who wants that? Who wants to walk through life not experiencing it? Who wants to be a observer to the world? You want to be a fucking participant in the world, right? You know, and that's what a lot of those drugs do. But I've just luckily found something now that has put me in a place that I feel like I can be productive, I can be hopefully helpful, and it's going to be a completely different journey. You know what I mean? If that's what you're looking for, head back out the door, because Chuck keeps it real. Well, yeah, of course I do. I don't know anything about not keeping it real. I do it to a fault. I hate accident withdrawing from my med. If it ever happens, morphine sucks. But I feel, yeah, morphine. Oh, so okay. So there's another thing. Morphine. Um, while I was in the hospital getting the surgeries, I mean, I had actual. You want to see? You want to see the scars? Fuck it. Who wants to see scars? Anybody want to see scars? Give me potatoes. Potatoes in the chat if you want to see scars. Life is hard to take every day as it comes. As you understand, you have people there to talk to. Absolutely true, Vapor. That's my boy, Chris. I know, Jangles. I love you, brother. No, same. Oh, God damn it. Hold on. See now, I got my shit all fucked up. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Here's all the scars. It's not a very comfortable chair. Thank you. There we go. You guys got to see a little bit of scars. I'll post a picture on Instagram tomorrow of all the scars. I've got a whole bunch across my whole belly from. They took out my gallbladder. They were fucking with my liver. All kinds of stuff. Wow, that's the biggest. That's the biggest response I've gotten. Hey, you guys want to see scars? Fuck yeah, we want to see scars. Okay, so back to the opiates. Yeah, when I had my surgeries, they gave me a chicks do dig scars. Trust me, I know. It's not sexy. It's not sexy at all. God damn it. When I was in the hospital, they gave me a morphine drip. So I had a little button, and I could push it whenever I want. They had to take it away. Yeah, they had to take that away from me. And I'm not an opiate guy, like I said. I'm an uppers guy. I always have been, always will be. But sitting in a hospital room in county hospital with 3 roommates that are basically homeless people and worrying about, oh my God, this is where I'm going to have surgery. Oh my God, the guy next to me just pissed all over the floor. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on right now? Yeah, I pushed that button. I pushed that button to the point where I was hoping it was going to fucking do its job, but you know, it is what it is. So I got back here to my parents' house because obviously my house is gone. It's in foreclosure. And for the first, I don't know, week out of the hospital, it was actually really kind of cool. My wife came and she stayed with me and she took care of me. And then once I was good, she was gone. You know, but I will always be very thankful that she did that at least. Um, it's been on and off with the kids because I can't be trusted around them yet. Um, but I mean, everything's getting better. I've, I really need to obviously spend more time talking to like a therapist or whatever. And then I got a little bit when I was put in for the 5150 thing, but even as far as being a completely broke person and trying to find that kind of help, it's not easy. So what I've done is I've really latched on to a lot of these kind of podcasts, a lot of these kind of internet. I hate to say the word self-help or mindfulness or self-betterment or anything like that, but the fact is there's a lot of that kind of stuff out there, and some of it, so long as you take it for what it's worth and you don't buy into the bullshit, it can be helpful, you know. You can't OD with the pumps? Damn it, I tried real hard though. Fuck. God damn it, I tried. Okay, so that's leading us up to here, I believe. So now I'm on a decent dosage of Zoloft. I'm feeling good. Obviously, you guys have seen that I've been very active on social media. I want to, as I've always done, whether it was the vape advocacy bullshit or the fucking just vape bullshit, like the Amigos, whatever the fuck that bullshit is, kind of stuff. The fact is, I do want people to pay attention because I feel like I can help people with my life experience. I know that there's younger people out there that haven't been through what I've been through. I'm a veteran. I'm a fucking drug addict. I'm a fucking mental health survivor. Like I'm happy to express myself and try to articulate in a way that's helpful to other people what I've been through, and it might help them out. So that's the goal of what's happening now, and it's going to be something that I'm going to continue doing, and I'm going to enlist some help. I've talked to, yeah, that's fine. We're just going to be honest. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But one of my really good friends, Mr. Eric Buss from Squid Industries, he kind of started his whole journey out of the Navy as being a crisis counselor, kind of helping guys with PTSD with their mental issues, and he does some amazing things on across all social medias with kind of just affirmations and things that are positive. And he's very physically fit. I want to lick his nipples, probably, maybe a little bit, and that might happen a lot on here. We're going to try and do a little bit of a show. I'm going to try and push for every week. Hopefully we can go through some of his weekly things that he's done, and we can talk about them. We can talk about that kind of stuff. It's going to be very mental health centric. It's going to be very physically health centric. I'm going to start a new regiment of being in better shape. Obviously, I've let myself go a little bit. Man, I don't know. I'm still sexy as fuck though, except for that grill. I'll just be like this. That's what happens if you do methamphetamines. You get fucked up grill. So yeah, maybe me and Eric will be doing some stuff. That'll be rad. I'm gonna be on. Is True Vapor still here? Just let you know my inbox always open. Plus, the reason I do the show helps and asks. So yeah, True Vapor, Chris. Everybody go follow. You just click on his link in the chat. The True Vapor. He's my homeboy. That's my brother out of the UK. He does a weekly show on Saturdays that is based around mental health and vaping, and I will be on it on Saturday. So hopefully everybody goes and follows that. Hopefully everybody likes and subs this, and that's where we're at, man. Obviously, I kind of ran through everything, but I just wanted to make sure everybody knew where I was at, what was going on. I wasn't gone for no reason. I didn't tell people, I didn't fucking ignore people for no reason. The fact is, my health is much more important than any of you people. It's a fact. Any one of you run over with a fucking truck before, I let myself go to shit. There you go. Yeah, fuck yeah. Post the link to what, Shannon? No, just click on True Vapor. He's up there. I don't have a link to the show yet. I don't know. It's going to be on Saturday. So, but it's him and a couple of his buddies. They've got some cool mental stuff, and we're gonna be mental. I do have sweet tits. My tits are sweet. There's no doubt about that. So you know what I'm gonna do? So we've got, I don't know, maybe about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna open it up to questions. Anything you want to ask, I'll answer it completely honestly. I have nothing to hide. I'm an open book, so please Let me know what you guys want to know. Let me know if you guys have any questions about what I said or what's coming up. I appreciate the shit out of all of you, man. Yes, you are, Shannon. You are absolutely slow. Is today Thursday? Are you guys doing the thing tonight? Maybe I should hop in. Is that still a thing? Is that still a thing? Let me know. Actually, there's no way I'll be up that late. There's no fucking way. The True Vapor just subbed. Yes, sir. That's right. Thank you, Raven. I try my best. I don't know. I don't know. I shaved, and I don't know if I like it too much, but whatever. See, I don't like the heh heh heh. You know what I mean? FNZ I stripped out of there a while back was getting toxic. Oh, all right. How about you? Hey, how about you and me? You got a Zoom room? Let's hang out. Me and you, Shannon. Click the channel. Boom. Freebird Lore's got it on lock. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't talked to Emily at all because I haven't really talked to Adam either. So, yeah, fuck it. Let's talk about the Amigos and Co. Anybody want to talk about that? Give me potatoes if you want to talk about the Amigos and Co. Nice. Yeah, I want to talk to you, Shannon. I'm gonna pull out the purge, and we'll get cloudy. Gotta love the potatoes for that one. Okay, so the Amigos and Co. Interesting situation with that. I don't know. I told the guys that hey, I got issues going on, stuff's happening, and then I went dark, just as I did with everybody, because as I just said, fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. My health is more important. Apparently, that wasn't good enough. So they kind of booted me out of the thing I started. Whatever. It wasn't really them. I guess it's more just one of them. You got Zoom jangles? All right, send me and Shannon the link. Anybody else want to get in Zoom? Let me know. We'll have a little private chat after this. Sound good? Anybody in for that? Raven? Maybe? Glenn? Yeah? Chris? Yeah? No? Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. They kind of just went off of some bullshit. Like there was a Patreon, which we never actually made any money on, and I used to do some shipping to Australia a couple times, to Dubai, to my homeboy ID Voca, which makes me sad that he's not here right now. And that was just about the gist of that. And I got pretty much accused of stealing a bunch of Patreon money, which is kind of silly. But whatever. It is what it is. You look at the Amigos and Co. page now, and it looks like a funeral procession because it's black and white. Nobody gives a fuck about anything. There's one show, two shows, they're all the same. Whatever. Don't mean to be rude or whatever, but it is what it is. You start something, and then you get fucking booted out of it for some bullshit. It is what it is. Freebird, get up in there. Install some Zoom. Let's do this. We'll have some real fun. What time you get off work, Shannon? Shane's in. Beekman. We'll start our own goddamn thing. God damn it. Anyway, well, I don't, I love a couple of those guys. Adam Breezetones is a fucking beautiful human being. His wife Emily is a beautiful human being. Legion seems like a good guy. Fucking Vape Malone is fucking amazing, and I miss him more than anything. That's about it. The rest of them can kick rocks. Another 2.5 hours? Yeah, we can do another 2.5 hours. Okay. Hey, well, I think we covered everything, and hopefully we'll be doing some more live streams. I'm going to be doing a couple of videos, kind of chronicling my journey through. Chris, hit me on the DMs on Instagram. Anybody that wants to hop into Zoom, hit me on. There you go. Hit me on DMs on Instagram, and we'll all hop into Zoom and we'll have some fun. All right. Love y'all. Let's get better together. Appreciate you. All of you.